Hello, guys. Welcome to this edition of the Relationship Talk Show with James. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about some questions young people ask about love and relationship. And with me discussing this vital topic is Mercy Modi. Mercy Modi is a relationship coach, she's a therapist, and she's got that experience enough to tell us what she thinks are some of the answers our young people should get about love and relationship. So join me as we go on into the conversation. All right, guys, welcome to the conversation. With me is Mercy, and don't forget our topic for discussion today: some questions young people ask about love and relationship. Before we go further, I would like us to hear from Mercy. She should introduce herself, right? So we get to know who is going to talk to us today. All right, please give us a little introduction about yourself.
All right, good evening. Sorry. All right. First of all, thank you for this opportunity to be on the platform. I'm grateful. My name is Madimesi Oluchukwu. I'm a graduate of Pure Applied Chemistry. I'm a therapist that speaks on some give counselors in areas in life. I'm also a digital marketer. And right now, I'm on the pathway of being an accountant.
That's very well. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so right straight up into our conversation for today. We have different and many questions our young guys out there ask about relationship. But first, I want to get your impression about love and relationship. What is your impression about love and relationship?
Okay. Love is a beautiful thing.
Love is a beautiful thing.
Okay. Love is having an affection towards someone. Yes. Most times it comes with pure, with a pure mindset, not for any relationships. Just because you value the person. Then you also have a phase of intimacy because you want to have a longer-term relationship with the person.
Okay. Are you suggesting that love is a prerequisite, a first requirement for a relationship?
Perfectly. Will you go into a relationship with someone you don't love?
No. In our recent world, we are talking on some questions young people ask.
Okay.
Some people go into relationship because of the money, not necessarily because of an affection or the rest. So there are many factors. So what is the right motive for going into a relationship?
Okay, the right motive for going into a relationship is because you have a long-term goal to achieve the person.
A long-term goal.
Yes, to achieve the person. The long-term goal can be career-wise. Perhaps you've seen that you guys are compatible in the sense of your values, your vision, and your purpose in life.
So why do you think some young people go into relationship for money and just for sex without actually getting the basics, like you mentioned, a long-term goal with the partner?
I believe most of them are not so enlightened on the reason for relationship, and some of them let me not say I won't blame them in this side. I don't think they're biased. Some of them kind of grew up in a background that didn't have much of those resources. So in order to make up for what they missed or the advantages they missed, they kind of misplaced priorities and think money is everything. Yeah, to kind of cover up for
the deficiencies.
Exactly, that they didn't have at the beginning.
That's very touching. Okay, for someone who wants to go into a relationship, but is still confused, as in doesn't have a personal opinion yet.
Okay.
What do you think, or at what state of the mind, at what level of maturity should one attain before thinking of going into a relationship for a long-term purpose?
Okay, first time, age-wise.
Age-wise? At what age?
I don't want to give a specific age now.
Okay.
But some people mature very early. Okay. So me myself, I can kind of say it's maybe 19 above, thereabout. Some other people can have different standards, but that's my own standard. Okay, and don't forget that age is just a number. Age doesn't mean you are accountable. Age does not determine maturity. Yes, but most often people are at that age. Once they get to that age, they are they're usually matured. Yes, when I mean matured, I mean matured emotionally, matured for the guys, matured financially. Even some ladies get financially matured at that particular age. Then also spiritual wise and other relating factors that can give a stronger relationship.
Okay, that's beautiful. Going on to the main essence for falling in love in the first place, the affection, and with a long-term goal of getting married with this person, having children, having a wonderful and a beautiful home. Okay, we learned that there are stages to attaining this. Can you please highlight these stages for us?
Okay, stages differ.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come from two angles, and one of the angles I'm going to come from is the angle of the normal view. Yeah, like the way the word says it, and also the view of some religious body.
Okay.
Yes, some religious body. Okay, from the normal view, people believe in, first of all, friendship, dating. Yes, where you get to know if you guys are compatible. Yes. Then from that stage, they move on to courtship, where now they have found that they are compatible. They now want to move to a higher level. That's the marriage aspect. So in courtship, they know themselves more intimately, where they make research on their background and the rest steps before marriage. Then also coming from the religious body, not all religious body anyways, but some religious body, they believe in, they believe in friendship. Yeah, most religious bodies don't accept dating. Why? Because they feel dating is kind of a romantic relationship, which most times it's like trial and error, and sometimes it can result to some things, especially if they are not sure of what they. Then from the friendship they move on to courtship, where they believe that they have been led to the person before marriage.
Okay, that's a brief and a wonderful rundown of the whole steps. Let's talk about marriage now.
Okay.
As a young person who intends to get married, recently guys wants to get married, ladies are watching their age. That's one part of the lady. She needs to get into a home at a certain level of her life. But most of these ladies are not prepared physically for this journey of marriage. So can you highlight some of this preparedness that is expected of a lady from the aspect of a lady? Okay, some of these values that are expected a lady should be prepared for, even before going into a relationship for a long time goal and then into marriage.
Okay, coming from the physical aspect, I would say the lady should be matured emotionally, should be able to control a lot of things, and should come to the understanding that people are different. Yeah, people are different. I remember at first I used to have this notion of I wanted everybody to think the way I'm thinking, but it's not possible. Yes, God made male and female, based on the purpose He wants them to fulfill, and depending on that is the way they behave. Like men, they are the kind of people that love respect. Yeah, women love respect, but not as much as men do. So, as a lady that wants to go into the marriage, you need to have a background knowledge of what the opposite sex mean, of what a lady mean and what a guy mean, so you know how to manage differences in case they arise.
That's beautiful. And on the part of the guy, let me talk on the guy. A guy who is really intended into a long-term relationship and eventually into marriage should be able to attain a certain financial level, because it entails taking care of someone's child. You are going to get someone into your life whom you hope to start a future
And please,
tomorrow.
to say, ladies have this notion that okay, no matter how rich they are, they kind of always fall back
To the man, they always expect
exactly
some
something like
financial
once the man gives them something, it's like a treasure.
treasure.
And I believe that's because of that biblical view that the man shall be the head.
Man
So
shall be
once
the-
someone
that's
is the
that's
head,
that's
you
actually
kind of to an extent you look up to them. Like no matter how buoyant you are, there's this covering that you get from them. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's true. And another thing I was trying to point out for the guys, most guys want to get all the monies in the world before they go into marriage or into a serious relationship, and it's not most times not attainable. And another thing is, because you're going to leave your parents to meet a woman and live independently,
Yeah.
you need to have an accommodation. You don't necessarily mean you must build your own house.
Yeah, that's true.
If really you want to get married at a particular point in time, you can get a rented apartment, a place comfortable with you and the person you intend to get married to, and then you have a stream of income, a steady stream of income, not the one that nobody wants to come to your house to suffer now. Or would you like to go to marriage? So our guys out there, you have a job to do too, just like she said for that of our ladies. Okay, before we round up for today, I would like us to have a deep reflection on ourselves as young people coming up. I would like us to think again deeper and deeper to why do I really want to go in a relationship?
Very crucial.
Yes, you need to sit down and think, why is it that of everything in my life I have this urge for a relationship?
Yeah.
Because many people misconstrued it for sex, for fun, for fame, and the rest of them. To belong, to feel among because your friends are having the life and the rest of them. But this is totally different because it is for a purpose, and that purpose is what God had made. That a man shall leave his mother and father just like the woman, and they shall come together.
Exactly.
And the mathematics is something we humans don't think is possible, that they two will become one. So guys, from us today, we want you to know that some of these questions you have are within your reach to answer. It's just that you're not taking time to sit down to recalculate what you want. And don't forget, with a good woman beside you, you are favored. Because even the Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Yes. So before we go to end this conversation, I would like to your finishing touches, What do you have to say before we round up this session today?
Okay, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to go into, the first thing you should ask yourself is, why am I going into this? What is the purpose of this? What is my mission? And what do I entail to achieve at the end of everything? So if you are able to give yourself real answers to this question, I guess it should be a strong foundation to know if you are to proceed or not to proceed. And don't also forget, whatever decision you take, don't be selfish to just consider yourself. Consider the unborn children. Consider those who are looking up to you. Consider your family and consider your loved ones. So,
wow, that's wonderful. Okay, guys, we bring to a close today's edition of Relationship Talk with James. We do hope that you join us in our next edition. Meanwhile, please endeavor to subscribe to our channel. Just click the subscribe button.
Just click it right now.
Click it right now so that when we come up with new content, you'll be notified to check it out. All right. Thank you. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.